there we go again. This is game number 2 in a best of 3 Sqreens squad versus Relax. And Sqreen, they had a nice start, but Relax in the end just being victorious because they had better farm. That's just a fact. It looked all the way like Sqreen is trading better, but Relax, they just had the farm on their side. Even the Shadow Fiend being not too much of an impact in the game, they didn't even need him. The Wraith King transitioning into damage, tankiness, the Brewmaster on top of it, it absolutely worked out as they planned in their draft. So it was a very interesting game, also very long game, very intense game. We had like more than 2 kills per minute at some point, so it was all craziness. And let's hop into draft number 2.
Yep, and we see a Darkseer first pick, and this was banned by Relax in the last game. They opted to ban Batrider and Lycan this time around, so Darkseer will find his way into the pool, and Sqreen actually banned out the same 2 heroes they did last game. They're just really scared of these heal strats from the tree and the Dazzle, so they take them both out again. So Relax, they have access to Invoker if they want to, and I don't know. I think it's always a good pick, so I would be not surprised if they do grab it here.
Yep, for Sqreen, the bans are absolutely the same they had last game. They don't want to see a Dazzle, they don't want to see a Dream Protector. Dream Protector being quite a nuisance in 6.81. More and more teams bring him into their draft just to protect their towers, rotate and defend them, etc. And now we see absolutely pretty much mirror match. Like on the other side, Relax is saying, okay, we got 2 picks here for free, and we get the Mirana Shadow Demon combination. We show you how it's really done. I mean, in the tri-lane, it sort of failed, to be honest, because the combination of Witchdog, Wraith King, and Panda, they actually got a lot of return kills, or even turn it around. The Shadow Demon, wouldn't call him feeder there, but like every time he did a disruption, that was pretty much the go call for Relax to go on him, because there's nothing he can do. The Thunderclap and the Ray Fire Blast being too much for him. So that definitely looks interesting. The bans on the other side, of course, Batrider, Lycan, absolutely standard. It would leave, I was just about to say, the Invoker in there, but no, he's also getting banned out now in the second ban rotation. More interesting enough, though, is the other side. Darkseer coming in, and Tusk.
Yeah, this is a hero that a lot of personalities have been saying this is one of those heroes that will eventually rise to, maybe not prominence, but to pick status in this patch. And so far, we haven't seen him as like a first phase worthy choice, but well, Sqreen Squad there, they think that it's worth taking it just nice and early, so that's something Relax have to think of right off the bat. And well, they ban out the Brewmaster again, and I don't blame them for that. That hero created a lot of space in the last game, and Shadow Fiend taken out again. But as far as Shadow Demon and Mirana goes, this combination is a lot less useful in a tri-lane versus tri-lane situation as opposed to a 1v1, or sorry, not a 1v1, a 3v1. It's absolutely fantastic in that situation, because then you can roam with the Shadow Demon if the Mirana can farm in her lane by herself, or you can come back for a Disruption Arrow and get kills. But in a tri-lane, we just saw, I mean, there were too many heroes to get in the way of arrows, things like that, and the turnaround potential was there as well. It was just hard, and Shadow Demon is so squishy early on.
The Brewmaster was actually jumping into the arrows just to protect the supports, because he knew, like, okay, I jump into the arrow, I'm gonna be stunned like for 1-2 seconds, but like I have like some sort of evasion, I have more HP pool, and like my Witchdog and Wraith King behind me not being stunned, coming out with their stuns, this is more useful. So him jumping into the arrows was like a really nice decision to see there. But it's interesting to see that like the second ban rotation is full of respect bans, because we see the Puck being banned out here, and the Puck was the one who made like Sqreen's early and mid game like possible, pretty much. He was the one with the nice initiation, nice Dream Coils, nice Waning Rifts, and yeah, he won the mid against Shadow Fiend really, really hard. I mean, we got 3 solo kills there versus a Shadow Fiend. That was an amazing start. So banning out the Puck there is, yeah, a logical choice, I guess.
He destroyed that lane, basically. There's really no other way to put it. He absolutely dominated. He got a kill so early on. He got a kill at level 2 against the Shadow Fiend with his Puck. And
he was like 2 levels ahead at some point. Like after the 3 kills, he was 2.5 levels ahead. Not to mention the gold. I mean, Shadow Fiend kept himself in the game quite nicely with the side camps. We talked about it. Radiant side, Shadow Fiend always has this like little flash farm opportunity with the stacked side camps. That's what kept him sort of in the game. But the fun part is Relax didn't even need the Shadow Fiend. Like if you think about those fights, how much did the Shadow Fiend do? Sometimes he was the first one to die, and they still won the fight. Brewmaster, Wraith King, and of course the Witchdog ultimate and everything. It was just too much for Sqreen. Like if that Shadow Fiend would have won the lane, this game would never last that long. We would have seen a GG 15 minutes, 20 minutes earlier, I guess. But Shadow Fiend failed, so the rest of the team had to pull it through, and they were successful.
Yep. In this game, we're going to see some very different strategies. So we have 2 support pickups that kind of dictate mostly what you want to do. So they have a Wisp against an Enchantress. And Enchantress plus Tusk is I haven't really seen this combination, but looking at it on paper, it looks like a terrifying roam combination, potentially, with those 2 heroes. It could be actually ridiculous. As we see a Storm Spirit picked up by Relax as well. And this is a hero, I just love watching Storm Spirit, man. This guy is exciting to watch. He zips all over the place, making plays, finding kills, and all sorts of wonderful things. And we'll have to see how they want to handle it with a Wisp on the team as well. 'Cause sometimes you want to go dual lane mid, but you have a Storm Spirit now as well, on top of a Shadow Demon Mirana who can also go for a dual lane. So it's going to be interesting to see how Relax wants to lane this at the end of the day.
Give me a Tony. I want a Tony.
I love Tony. That would be a pretty smart last ban, I think. But if they don't, I think that's a really great pickup. Yeah.
Actually, with a Tiny, we could see dual lanes coming out, Storm mid, and then 2 dual lanes that would fit nicely. Then again, with the Tusk, Darkseer, Enchantress rotating in, etc. I don't know. To be honest, like with the IO and the Storm Spirit, it's kind of a weird pickup for me, and I'm kind of baffled at the moment because I'm really wondering who is that IO going with. That's the problem. I mean, Storm Spirit, yes, there is some sort of synergy. You bring him closer, so he can pretty much sub there on spot, but I don't know. Now we see a Morphling coming out on the other side, and I don't know. Morphling needs so much babysitting. It takes time until he gets online. I don't like the draft, I have to be honest.
Yeah, I'm not really sure that it's going to come down to... I'm just really not sure yet what Tusk is capable of, if he can actually make the space that Morphling needs, but he also does want to roam. I'm pretty confident about that. I know the Enchantress definitely wants to, so that Morphling, wherever he is, if he's mid, he'll get more help than the Enchantress if he's like safe lane, I guess, just because of the nature of a roaming lineup. So maybe we see Morphling mid, but like with an IO and a Shadow Demon on the team, there's a pretty good chance that Morphling will run himself into a dual lane mid if he does end up going there. So, I mean, with the IO and the Storm Spirit, like you said, it's hard to really predict what Relax wants to do with the lanes, and I mean, they may not make sense right off the bat, but maybe this last pick will help clarify some things for Relax, because right now it's just, we don't know who the Wisp is with at all. It's very confusing.
I just wish we get a Pugna right now. I mean, it wouldn't fit in Relax's draft, not at all, but like I want to see the Nether Ward against Morphling again. It's always fun to watch it. I mean, we saw it last game, and by the way, this was also like a first for me, because I actually didn't know that the Nether Ward damage equals the Voodoo Restoration healing. So pretty much you can leave Voodoo Restoration on.
It's
nothing
plus
minus 0. It's not doing anything. It's funny.
I'll be damned.
I mean, we saw it multiple times. I was like, oh my god, like the Witch Dog is pretty much killing himself. No, he wasn't. Like, it's restoring as much as it deals damage, so it's just hilarious. And they ban out the Death Prophet, which is pretty interesting. So there's no Exorcism coming on. Of course, the Exorcism would actually be quite nice especially against Enchantress, for example, because yeah, you have the Untouchable, etc. You need either Magical Burst or something that's magic immune. So yeah, the ghosts there would have helped. On the other side, we have a Rubik. Okay, I guess the Rubik had like a quite abundance of spell to steal. Quite some useful spells actually. I mean, Disruption, getting Arrow, getting the Relocate maybe even, or being like a little semi-Storm Spirit, like getting the ultimate there, would be of course helpful on a Rubik. So I understand this, but Relax, they're going for a Bounty Hunter. Okay, that's of course interesting. It's, by the way, in the last week, the 3rd Bounty Hunter I see. So I absolutely like it, especially when he comes online fast, gets some levels, then the pickoffs plus the track gold. We saw Relax was farming much better than Sqreen, even though Sqreen was dominating pretty much half of the map or more than half of the map early game. And yeah, they still farm better. Now with the Bounty Hunter, I don't even want to know how the Goldcraft is going up there.
Yeah, certainly. And looking at Relax's lineup, there's no one you would call a natural partner for the Wisp, and ever since he was gotten that massive nerf bad a long time ago, it's not a hero who can just pick into a lineup and just have it casually most of the time, but that's what Relax have done here, so I'm curious to see how well it works and what their goal with it is, to be honest, because there's just really no obvious synergy other than maybe giving the Storm Spirit mana, I guess, but that's about it, so yeah. I just want to see what the purpose is. I'm Curious
This
to see what they have
Wisp
in mind.
is pretty interesting. I mean, we see more and more Wisps coming out whenever there's the opportunity, and he's a nice hero, like in the laning stage, etc. Because the healing, etc. It can, like, it takes some pressure away from your personal tangos, pretty much, or selves. So you have a Wisp there keeping you decent in mana and everything. But I guess the synergy, or they go, most of it will be really IO and Storm Spirit together, because I don't see anything. Because if the relocate is being spotted out and you have the Bounty Hunter with you, the Bounty Hunter needs, I don't know, be close, get the Janata slow off, maybe the track, okay, might help them, but it's the same for the Mirana, Shadow Demon, there would not be enough burst, etc. So it has to be IO Storm Spirit then later in the game. But now we see a Tide Hunter, and I love it. So we have pretty much a 4 protect 1 strategy, and I think it comes early down to how well the Enchantress is rotating, how well the Titan is getting the XP, and the Tusk combination for ganks, and how well they can pretty much protect the Morphling. That's what Sqreen has to do. They have to get this Morphling through. If this Morphling is interrupted in farm, this game is not going anywhere.
Yep. And just looking at these lineups, if Sqreen gets off to a really good start here, like gets a fast level 6 on Tide and stuff like that. I mean, the Morphling obviously is a bit of a, until he gets his farm, he's a little bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for, liability, but with all these other heroes, they can fight pretty damn frequently on the side of Sqreen Squad, and looking at Relax, their team fight, a little bit lacking, I would say, especially until that Storm Spirit gets his first item. Like, once he gets the Orchid, things get a bit easier, but until then, like, Wisp doesn't help in a team fight that much, Shadow Demon, Disruption, that's about all you've got. Bounty Hunter is there to help clean up, not to, like, win fights, so I'm curious to see how well they can hold off if Sqreen gets really aggressive.
Yep, absolutely. And well, let's see how the laning is at the moment. Well, the Enchantress is heading towards the bottom rune, but this is just for a ward. She's gonna end up in the jungle. In the mid we have Necro, so the Morphling actually, so he had a nice game in game 1. It wasn't enough for a win, but his puck was definitely the huge impact on Sqreen's side here. Now let's see how it works on the Morphling. Of course, the mid is securing you some nice XP whatsoever, but I don't know, farm-wise, maybe some rotations coming in from Relax, and that the whole thing might slip back. Sqreen at the moment, he's playing the Tusk. Well, let's see where we end up here. I think they're still gonna go for a tri-lane, but this is Titan to Tusk, the Darkseer on the off-lane, and the Enchantress rotating in and out, making it a semi-tri. So, interesting.
Yeah, pretty much to say the least, and, well, it looks like we're going to have a Bounty Hunter safe lane in the hands of Shoshlo, so bit of a unorthodox laning on both sides. It's going to be a Wisp, Storm Spirit dual lane mid, it looks like, and he can also stack the camps. So Radiant Wisp in mid is really, really good, just because we talk about the Shadow Fiend a lot, but those camps are really easily stackable for him. You can just piece out a lane, check bottles, check runes, and go ahead and stack those camps, so he'll have a lot to do. And, well, offlane dual lane as well with the Shadow Demon, so both teams just kind of all over the place with their laning in this game. It's a little ridiculous.
Tusk is gonna be the one who's protecting here that Morphling, it seems, and might not be too bad of a choice here, because Storm at the start, well, he has nice base armor, at least 5 base armor there, but let's see. The only thing I'm actually fearing is the Tidehunter, because if there's disruption, I mean, now he went for Anchor Smash, but oh, he's already getting harassed damage. And there's Illusion, Shadow Demon. Now disruption, not yet. They still go for the damage, but now he has, yeah, that arrow is gonna connect, and now he's, oh my god, the illusion.
Surround.
Yeah, so surrounded. This is gonna be a first blood for the Tidehunter. Actually, they're rotating in though. They want to get that Shadow Demon. Like, the Ice Path, of course, is already coming now. The projectiles are flying.
Where are you going, buddy?
Yeah, he's just dead. But,
yep,
oh my god, I even called it right. It's Ice Shards, not Ice Path. Oh. Ice Shards, of course.
There you go. And yep, so the first blood does go, did Mirana or Shadow Demon grab it? Mirana grabbed it with that last right click, so a nice start for her. Already better start than saw for that Mirana last game, but, well, they're not done yet, and, well, the leap's certainly going to help. The snowball, well, it doesn't stop rolling, man. You can't stop it, and, well, he's not going to make contact, unfortunately, and he'll back off. That is the problem with snowball, is once you commit, well, you're chasing that guy until your snowball runs out. There's no way out of it for you if you screw up, so.
And sometimes you end up where you definitely don't want to be. So the fact is, well, they got the fourth and back. It's like a 1-1, but still the Tidehunter being the first blood. So a small advantage there for Relax. On the other lane, it's pretty interesting. Big Gnome actually pulling the Radiant Creep Wave into their jungle, farming it up there, and the Bounty Hunter has to deal pretty much with whatever is left on his lane. So he has to eat already through his tangos. Like 3 are being used. So yeah, he's gonna get a lot of pressure in this lane. But Bignum now, okay, he's heading for the regeneration rune. Of course, that's perfect for him.
Oh, Ice Shard's middle, trying to clean up. Centaur stun as well on the Storm Spirit. Takes a bunch of damage from the waveform, and he will go down as well. So the Brome already pretty successful finding the turnaround kill top and finding a kill mid on the Storm Spirit, even in the dual lane. But the Wisp just doesn't... He has no real way to save Storm here. He just kind of tethers and's like, oh god, please get healed and don't die. But not going to quite happen there. And, well, they'll come back. And
yep.
As far as bottom lane, that pull that Darkseer pulled off gave him a pretty nice level advantage, actually. He's at level 4.5 now. Up to the level 4 of the Bounty Hunter, even in the safe lanes. So he's playing pretty smartly so far.
Well, at the moment it's pretty nice, especially the regeneration rune helping him there. So at the moment, like level-wise, he has a small advantage because he got the neutrals there in the way. The Bounty Hunter got, I mean, just the full potential of whatever is coming in creep-wise, like against him. But yeah, sooner or later, this Bounty Hunter will be driven out of lane. He has only himself left. Like there's the creeps coming with the Iron Shell on top of them. Bignum, there has to be rotations here. Now he wants to go for the Bounty Hunter. Oh my god, he's even finding it. Oh. In the mid.
Turn around, kill middle. Tusk. The problem defensively, Tusk isn't really brilliant. He can go for that sort of snowball safe. Oh, did you really get time from that tower? Looks like he is. Yes. Oh, that's embarrassing.
That
Ice
Shards. Nice Ice Shard.
Ice Shards are really good at making people not able to run away. It's actually just it feels just more annoying than anything else, to be perfectly honest. But bottom lane, he's not done chasing down this Bounty Hunter. He has his Shadow Walk ready to go, but just a little bit of annoying harassment of Darkseer.
Yep. The reason I almost missed his kill in the mid was really because, like, Bignum, he was nicely guessing. He had no idea where the Bounty Hunter was, but the Bounty Hunter, oh, actually there's now a rotation. The IO is coming in for, I guess, helping the... Nope, he gave him the bottle sip, so he's abusing the fact that you can give the first bottle sip pretty much to someone. Now in the mid, we actually had to go here on the Storm, but now it's going to be turned around. There's a disruption here, as well as a Soul Catcher.
But that was a greedy waveform.
Yeah, very
He is
greedy.
molting strength, but he's out of mana, but 3 stacks of Shadow Poison, he's gonna get a 4th one up as well. It's a fair bit of damage, and he releases it, finds the kill, but, well, Ice Shard's once again just annoying as anything, and gonna find the kill on the Storm Spirit as well. So really nice turnaround from the Tusk, and you really can't overextend against this hero, and, I mean, he's showing the strength of the Tuskar so far this game.
Yep, and Enchantress is going to be the happy one because that's a double kill for the Enchantress. She's standing there now with 850 gold, already at level 5, so we have soon Impetus flying as well.
And we'll see if she goes for the Midas or not. It's most Enchantresses I've seen do tend to go for this, but if they want to fight earlier, maybe she'll decide to skip it, but that's kind of up to personal choice, so we'll see if she goes Midas or not. Tide Hunter, getting close to level 6 as well.
Look at this Bounty Hunter. He's getting so much harassed now. This is actually now getting dangerous for him as well.
I mean, he's down here somewhere. I think I'm trying to find it. Ion Shell up for quite a bit longer, actually. Shadow Walk.
This is
still
so
up for
fun
about
to
half
watch.
Inspiration.
If that
Oh
Darkseer would have invested 180 gold, oh, they get a kill top here. We had the Disruption, Soul Catcher, Arrow combination, but there's a rotation coming in. Screen is there. He has to find the Shadow Demon, and he actually does. There's already the hits, but Snowball, yeah, it's super fast because Enchantress joined the whole trip there, and a nice stun off the center, but Moonlight Shadow, and they have no dust whatsoever. Mirana wants to get more on the Tusk, and actually there is the last hit. No, it's not enough. 15. And now he, with a nice leap, actually dodging the Ice Shards as well. Io is coming in, maybe trying to get some damage with the Spirits, but in the end, nobody's going down except for the Tide Hunter.
Yep, and Darkseer finds an easy tower bottom lane as well, so already losing your safe lane tower is relaxed, and that's... I mean, I guess Darkseer Bounty Hunter matchup, I mean, that's just going to happen eventually, like you said. It's just not a matchup Bounty Hunter can handle at all. He has no anti-push to speak of. Easiest tower of their life, pretty much, just a 1v1.
But I still don't like the fact that Sqreens Squad didn't go for any vision. Like, Darkseer, as I said, 180 gold would have given him like more than enough gold back, because he would have gotten that that Bounty Hunter kill if he had vision on him. He was pretty much there with, what, 100 HP. That's one right click, some Iron Shield ticks, easy kill for him. The same against the Moonlight Shadow. It's always, I don't know, I mentioned even that in the draft when I cast with Coucher, because this is really in our games, the first Moonlight Shadow always ends up being either a kill or being a nice disengage out of the fight, saving someone's life. And again here, it's true. But now the Bounty Hunter actually scouting out the Enchantress. I mean, alone it's not enough for a kill. Even with a level 2, sure it can cost, because Nature Attendant's already on level 2. But if someone would rotate in, that would of course make the difference. And now of course he can I guess leech some XP. That's all he can do. The Storm Spirit, he can't go in because that would have been seen by the Morphling. Look at
Finally,
Bignum.
Darkseer wants Shadow Demon
Yeah.
pretty bad, but I'm just gonna get Shadow Poisoned up instead, and he is leveling Shadow Poison, so something Bignum might want to be a little bit careful about, but, or, well, I guess that could also just happen.
Oh my god, the Iron Shell. That's just enough. He
That
actually
was
gets the kill.
A little too brave. He was like, oh, if I stack some Shadow Poison, I might be fine, but you can also do that from a bit further away, so really no reason to get that close to that Darkseer, and, well, that's one way to feed him pretty much a mech almost done, just 200 gold away.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's funny to see, like in last game the Shadow Demon was really a nice source of gold for the enemy team, and now here, the Shadow Demon now being on the other side, not much of a difference. But there's an arrow here on the Enchantress, and the Starstorm is only level 1. There the Troll Summoner is getting his net off, but now actually, maybe with the Tidehunter being level 6, but with the Leap level 2, I don't think they could kill it. But a nice deny though on the neutral creep.
Eric actually, managed to hit Tidehunter, and, well, no creeps around. Starstorm to follow, but it's like you said, just level 1. Forced to pop the Ravage, and he should make it out, but that's certainly not a Ravage he wanted to use, but
Tell
he
me
does
one
manage
thing
to
though,
survive.
why didn't we see a Starstorm there? Because Tidehunter just survived
have
with 80
no idea.
HP.
It's
Even level 1 the double tick would have been enough.
Mirana's
here in the
build
mid-
is kind of confusing to me as well, but yeah.
yeah,
not
it's
gonna really-
really confusing.
The max arrow is the first thing I don't understand. Normally, you almost always max Starstorm. Oh, Shards gonna try and catch Storm Spear, but he is level 6, so he doesn't care about those anymore, really. They'll make it out just fine. But yeah, she's gone for 2 points in Leap as well. Like, she's put a little bit of everything in. I don't really know about that. The damage potential from Starstorm is ridiculous. I don't see any reason that core Mirana doesn't level Starstorm all the way. Oh, Io, Darkseer. Oh my. This is one of those
why are
situations.
they- I don't
he's
understand.
too.
I didn't even catch this kill because I didn't expect the IO going solo
Yeah.
against Bignum here. This Darkseer, it's like, yeah, let's send some support here against the Darkseer, who is already high level and everything. I mean, he's level 9. We have to look, like, wait, where's my hero level thing? He is actually level 9. He's the highest on the pitch with all those solo kills. It's absolutely, I don't know.
It's a weird thing. It's not like it's just happened some games where you just like, well, you want to use that lane for experience. You're like, all right, we gotta send someone down there, but you don't want to send someone who's gonna like someone important to die. And they're like, all right, well, send a support down there, and then they just end up feeding, and then send another one down there, and then he dies. This happens a lot.
Oh, but
in
Storm
these games.
actually coming in for the Enchantress, and the arrow hits as well. This is an easy kill, even
Untouchable.
against Touchable. Yeah, there it comes, the last hit. So that's an easy kill for the Storm. Nice combination with the arrow, but they want to go for more. The Storm finds himself here on this side, but they want to go for the Tusk. The Snowball is coming out, and the Walrus Punch actually finish him off. Mirana has to leap low ground, and also the rest is pretty much retreating. So that was a nice turnaround. The Bounty Hunter, he has to be goddamn careful. By the way, we see a Stuff of Wizardry. Do we gonna see again this Dagon build up? Oh, they want to go for more. This time the leap would be on cooldown, but nope, they're not going for it. But goddamn guys, get vision. Like, really, get vision up here.
Yep, and Mirana's coming in
There's
too. Gonna
an
fire an arrow, and it will miss. But Ice Shards, she has leap though.
Oh,
she's
but
stuck in the trees.
my
Good team.
god. They need to stun on her
Punch,
fast.
punch.
No stun.
Yeah, they just couldn't find that Walrus Punch there in time. They
Yep.
didn't really have vision either, so
But
they
look
knew where
at
she
the poor
was.
Io. You're so dead. Maybe with a tether to the Bounty Hunter, but no, Bounty Hunter also not close. And if he reveals, is there some dust? No, still no dust whatsoever. Actually, he's coming back with the Mirana. Mirana firing the arrow, but again, through pretty much everyone. A leap would be there. But yeah, let's see. They still want to pursue it. The snowball is getting bigger and bigger. But yeah, there's the Ice Shards, and he just leaps out. Storm Spirit as well. You can't catch him. But a Ravage would be ready, and he has to be careful with that. Maybe the Ravage damage plus all the right clicks might be enough to get one of them down.
Yeah, maybe. They had the waveform follow up as well, which is significant damage now that it is level 4, so they could have maybe gone for that, but you just don't want to pop that Ravage unless you're sure your team is ready to go, so can't really blame him for not trying.
Yeah.
And well, top lane Shadow Demon getting some push action of his own on, going to try and do some damage to this tier 1 top with the catapult.
But I still don't
Darkseer.
understand why they don't put a damn sentry ward anywhere. Like, I actually feel they could have gotten like 3 or 4 more kills this game just by having detection. And now actually there is detection coming out. He has a protection against, well, the Bounty Hunter rotating behind the tower. So they saw him. There's a dust now coming out. He has been revealed. Like, he's just using his one, so he's getting out of his shadow walk there. Wait, did I get this right? Yeah, Shadow Walk. I was thinking, am I right? Shadow Walk, Shadow Walk. But
Yep.
either way, now he's hiding here in the trees. The Mirana is at least, and they want to go for the tower, but they find the Mirana. Mirana leaping pretty much off the map, but now she finds herself pretty much in an awkward position. They have no dust whatsoever. The arrow is gonna hit on the Tidehunter, but the snowball is faster and getting an easy kill here on the Mirana.
Storm Spirit, though, going to try and make an impact here as well. He has a DD rune activated as well, but not finding any targets quite yet. Wisp actually just going to be the one to go down first, but DD rune just still not, like, still, even the DD, no damage on the Storm Spirit, and he's forced to run away as well. And despite all these tracked heroes, Snowball, 3-hero Snowball, super fast. But Disruption not really going to save you there, buddy. I'm sorry. That's not enough, but...
Nope, absolutely.
Scumbag Ice Shards getting in the way. Sentry is popped down now, but Bounty Hunter will know to back off. DD's still in the Storm Spirit. Arrow's gonna fly in, but how did that miss those heroes? But they're gonna try and run. Ravage is still up, hadn't even used it yet. Mirana finds herself
what a combination.
really bad plays. Oh my god, and well.
That Walrus punch Ravage, like Mirana really, you
So
could
much
see
damage.
he was smashing his button.
Oh, the Snowball once again in the dust to follow, so they actually might get this Bounty Hunter for once, but Wisp moves to be not going to be quite enough, and well, Morphling comes in from nowhere to find the double kill, and can't get this get the Storm Spirit as well. Enchantress does go down, but can they actually finish him up? He is pretty much out of mana now. They just don't have a way to close on him right now. Ice Shard's kind of getting in the way for them, unfortunately.
How many kills did we just witness here? Relax just throwing themselves into, I don't know, into the pit here. It's... Wow. And
there's at least 4 deaths, maybe 5. I think. Well, Wisp died twice there too, so.
Mirana died twice. The Bounty Hunter died once. The Shadow Demon died once. Storm's the only one being alive. The Wisp died as well, so we're looking at 6 kills. And I think the only one going down was Enchantress, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So it's 6 for 1.
Be looking for the deny here. Storm Spirit trying to go ham and get this, but. He does have a zip out, so he won't die or anything, but does not find the deny. Morphling gets the last hit in the tower as well, so that's good news for him. Tusk TP's out, and at the end of the day, I mean, the gold XP graphs kind of tell the story about how that fight went, and they got a pretty significant lead there. It was pretty close up until that big engagement.
Yep. And this time, like, I'm so happy that they finally choose to have some vision here with Sentry Wards and Dust. Like, it really made a difference against the Moonlight Shadow. If they had it earlier, we would look at like a 6-18 or 6-20 maybe even. But this way, it's fine as well. In the mid, we just saw a deny here by the Morphling. And the Morphling also being happy because he witnessed all of those kills. And like, this is really nice for his experience. He is level 9, got decent farm so far. Aquila is up, the ultimate orb is up, and now we see Relax wanting to go for this tower, but they might find themselves in an awkward position. There's 30 seconds cooldown on the Ravage, so this is definitely nothing they want to go for. But now there's a Sentry Ward. They see, oh god, they see the Bounty Hunter. Is there a dust whatsoever? No, there's no dust. Moonlight Shadow is coming out as well. Another Sentry Ward. In the background, there's actually another fight going on against the Storm Spirit, but he doesn't get the kill on the Tidehunter, and the Walrus punch is just too much of a punch to handle.
Yeah, Screen unstop. This Tusk is, I mean, this is one of those reasons. I mean, the initiation range is ridiculous, the speed is ridiculous, Ice Shards as well, just massively annoying.
Oh, but look, the Bounty Hunter finds himself under an old Sentry Ward, and he's just going down. He just got
relocate out.
Yes.
Whew, what a
nice
play,
one.
Not just Ravage, but they might still be dead here. But I mean, Tusk will probably have to come back here. Screen trying to man fight this Shadow Demon, and oh my god, the stacks! Jesus Christ,
yep.
Shadow poisons a lot of damage.
And they actually come back as 2 here, so they're not going down. And Chandras finds himself here, actually killing off the Wisp and Bounty Hunter. There's nothing left but just, yeah, doing his shuriken and of course his track. There's Mirana coming in. Mirana killed off the Darks here, Bignum here. I guess that was a really long arrow. It happened at the same time, so couldn't show it. And there's the tracks coming, and they want more. The arrow might be the key to it.
We're trying to find the kills in the back line. He's got a haste rune, but nearly out of mana as well, so the zips not only going to be their arrow on screen, but no real follow-up for that as well, and they'll just back off and, well...
Oh, but Tidehunter, that's a bad decision to farm there with the Storm Spirit directly. All he needs to do is bottle up, use his magic stick, and I think that would be a kill, but I don't know if they saw it. At the same time, we saw a snowball here, but yeah, far out of range. What a 4 from back. Like, these games, I just love it. Like, it's... The first game was already very promising. Now we're at the 17-minute mark. We have 8:18 at the moment. We have to look the first time at the crafts. It's about time. Screen Squad, pretty much mirror game, just like last time. They have about 5,000 experience advantage, and in gold, this time the gold craft is not going pretty much like indirectly proportional. It is advantage for Screen Squad, about 7,500.
Yep. And man, even these games are just absolutely insane. The Wisp, that was the first time I felt like the Wisp actually provided anything this game, was dodging that Ravage. Up until then, really hadn't achieved anything, and that's kind of what happens when you don't pick a natural combo hero for it, because like, who does he relocate in to make like a huge difference?
Look at this.
But,
this poor Enchantress might probably die. I mean, he's going for wards, but he finds himself in that little pocket, and... yeah, there we go. The Vortex, the Remnant, and of course all the Wisp damage. But now with the Untouchable, he's keeping himself alive there. I actually thought that might be more damage, but now they have to go back. He's popping a ward, and now Wisp is trying to TP out. Storm actually supping out, and in the end nobody's going down. But why was that so much or so less damage? This is level 2 Vortex and 3 in Remnant. I actually thought that might be enough for the Enchantress, but then again, look at the Enchantress.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, strength PTs, the Urn, she got like 900 HP pull, but now Bignum going big here against the Mirana. The leap is already out now. He pretty much needs just one more surge, but there's an arrow flying. The arrow, nope, doesn't hit, and the wall was used for that. He wanted to go for the big plays, but I think he did what he had to do. He bought some time for the team, because look at it, Roshan.
Yep, dire side. This team would never be able to go for this if they were on Radiant, but they will go for this, and Tidal and Gush helping out a little bit as well, and just Morphling damage. So they do grab it, and Morphling picks up the Aegis, and Bounty Hunter's gone for the Dagon, so a little bit more burst damage for them, some that they kind of sorely needed, especially against that Enchantress. I guess it'll help them maybe clean up that kill, because, I mean, they get the burst damage off with the spells. They don't quite finish her, they just can't attack her, and that's just terribly obnoxious to deal with, so Bounty Hunter goes for the Dagon solution.
Yep, absolutely. And now, well, they got a tower deny as well here. The Titan Hunter got it, and well, still 8-18. They got Roshan now. They're on the dire side, so then they can absolutely use this one again. And well, it's looking good for Screen Squad. Again, the question is, can Relax just farm better as they did last game? Because last game we had similar thing, but now Bignum actually, okay, there's the track up. The Shadow Demon goes for the disruption, and now it's all about the arrow, and the arrow connects. So it's 4 versus 1, and Surge won't help you there. But at the same time, we have Screen Squad here saying, okay guys, we go for the tier 2 tower. Maybe this is gonna end up in a trade. Let's see if anyone is rotating of the teams.
Yep, and I mean, this is what, I mean, Relax, they need to do things like this maybe a bit earlier. They need pickoffs. Like, that's what their team is ridiculously good at. That's pretty much all of their heroes. That's what they're best at. The late game definitely in favor of Screen Squad just having the Morphling, I guess, but well, maybe not, because Storm Spirit later on does get pretty jacked as well. Mirana can carry, but
actually,
if this Morphling gets super jacked,
look at the Mirana, and their Walrus Punch is just so lethal.
These heroes are just so squishy. I mean, Walrus Punch is an absurd amount of damage, and then on top of that, any extra burst they can get from Ice Shards, Ravage as well, and then just Morphling. Eventually he'll probably go for a shotgun this game. These heroes won't be able to stand up to that at all, and the burst is just ridiculous.
Yep, it's him finishing off. Like, the problem against the Mirana is always you need a lot of lockdown. You need someone like Rasta or like, I don't know, for example, say Lion, to get him, like, you know, in a hack so he can't leap away. But like with this nice combination, like a double stun and the Walrus Punch afterwards, you just can't go out. But now, talking about getting out, the Wisp here, okay, nice tether away. He saved it till the Storm Spirit subbed away in range, and now they actually go for a tower deny here as well. So a tier 2 going down. Oh, actually, now they have to go back because they missed it. Tower on 2 HP.
Yep, and well, that's even more map control ceded to Screen Squad losing that tower, but at least they got some towers of their own, so the Dire Jungle's not the safest place in the world either, but losing that tier 2 safe lane. And I mean, they could easily, well, looks like they're pinging out high ground. They want to go maybe for this, and well, they have Blink level 2 Ravage, so I guess this might be a good time to do it. Aegis as well. So they're just going to go for it.
Why not fighting? I mean, they got all it takes. They have advantage, they have the Aegis, they have all their cooldowns back. At the moment, Relax is shut out all over the place. Like, 2 are top, 1, oh no, 2 actually are mid, just 1 in the base defending. So this tier 3 tower already getting quite some damage. Let's see if they stop, or if they get stopped by Relax.
Yeah, no. Actually, Morphling taking a ton of damage from the Wisp Balls, and he does have the Aegis, but if he loses it now, that was kind of close there. He needs to be a bit more careful than that. But
yeah. The Soul Catcher plus the Wisps, it's pretty funny to watch actually. It's a huge chunk of damage from him.
Alright, well, they're gonna go for the Wisp and the snowball in, and this is when you don't want to be a Tuskar, but Morphling coming in to try and save as well. Dire Courier dies somewhere. I don't know where that was, but Wisp
the
takes
wrong
it out.
target.
But well,
He just punched the illusion.
sometimes you gotta take those illusions out of the field. Don't want them getting in your way. But Tier 3 tower taking a lot of damage. Ravage is still up, so they can continue to do this. And well, Mirana split pushing middle does grab the Tier 2. So Naked Rax though, and trying to go to work on the ranged one right now is the Morphling, and he does lose the Aegis to the stacks from Shadow Poison Witcher.
Yep, it's the second time we see this, and now all the
Arrow
arrow
mistimed.
flying with Misten.
And I would not be surprised to see them back off here. I mean, there's a Lincoln's recipe in the stash. Oh, nice vacuum wall though. Not quite able to clean the heroes up. Ice Shard's getting in the way once again. Well, it's a little bit obnoxious to be sure, but well.
Yeah, but now
Ravage
the
is
illusion's
still
actually
up.
helping with going for the Rax. Moonlight Shadow is coming out. Let's see. Oh, they fight for illusion here. Oh my goodness.
Might be the time to go, but I mean, the courier going down. The Lincoln's recipe stuck in the stash for Morphling, so he can't get that flown out to him down here. He'll have to go all the way home if he wants that, and killing that courier might just shut down this push. If he had that Lincoln Sphere, I guess they might just keep going.
Yep, I guess maybe, but I don't know. I mean, the Aegis is down. They have the advantage. They got the tier 3 tower down, and eventually, like everybody of Relax rotated in. So they said, like, "Oh, guys, let's just keep doing what we've done so far. It worked out quite fine." So farming or getting more farm on the Morphling is, I guess, the better choice here. And I mean, this 1 minute 30, the courier down. Yes, of course, it hurts, but eventually he will get it up. Probably, or most likely, even before the next fight.
Yeah, certainly. And well, they could also go for these tier 2 outer towers as well. And with the advantage they have, it's gonna be Relax gonna be hard pressed to actually try and defend tier 2 towers. And they might just be forced to let them go because Blink Ravage is just way too scary. As far as BKBs go, no one is even close to one really. Well, actually, Allied Mirana, assuming that is what she's building with that Ogre Club, is getting decently close. But until then, this Ravage is gonna just do absolute work against Relax.
Now Mirana actually found an invisibility rune, so he will be able to scout out something. He does not have too much mana, but at the moment he won't find anyone here in the enemy jungle, and I'm gonna use this like little break in the game. I mean, it slowed down a bit after this tier 3 push to show the graphs again. Actually, they're losing a bit in XP, so Relax still doing quite well there, as well as gold. So Sqreen had this advantage by all the team fights, but with the towers fall from back, like they lost like 2,500, and it's going still not in the way of Relax, but next Sqreen, they're losing at the moment craft wise. And this tower on top will eventually fall as well. The creep wave is coming in and they're rotating already back because they know Sqreen squad, they want to go for more. But still, losing all the towers on the way. Relax is doing a good job buying all the time.
Glyph's up in 5 seconds, so this Rax should be standing a little bit longer. They do need to come back and defend it, but are we going to see the Glyph for the ranged Rax? Looks like we're not going to.
No.
But they'll probably want to defend the melee Rax a bit more diligently. The entire team is here, so Sqreen might be forced to back off. Storm Spirit might be looking for initiation here, just throwing out some casual overload charges, but oh, disruption on the Morphling. Can actually do anything about it though. He does hit with the arrow, but I mean he's morphing strength, he's fine. Tusk going for the snowball in, doesn't find anybody. Can actually find him. Dagon doing a fair bit of damage, not able to finish him off though. Back wall, the wall only hits on the Wisp. The BKB done on Mirana now, so she's starting to go to work, but the damage really isn't there for her. Storm Spirit does find the Tusk eventually, but looks like they might hold on to this melee Rax. They'll be forced back, and where are the Ravages?
Yeah, the Ravage doesn't come out because of the BKB of the Mirana. He just didn't want to use it for it, but they're still, yeah, they still want to keep going. Slow siege here on the Rax, but the arrow actually just stunning the illusion. So Morphling coming in on that illusion. Now they want to do damage on that melee Rax more and more.
Oh, there's the pull, and where's the... Okay, no, yeah, still no Ravage because it's just one hero. He's just really...
He was silenced. The Orchid there.
Oh, there it is. The Ravage hits on one barely, but really does next to nothing. Maybe creating some space to finish this Rax off. Once again, Morphling disrupted into an arrow, and he's got really no health here. He's gonna go down pretty damn quickly, and the Rax is still standing, and a really nice hold from Relax.
Yep, absolutely. Now they're all TPing out. Yep, this will be a very long global. Do I see it? Do I see it? Where? It's coming, but it doesn't matter. Big Gnome actually running now, and there is an arrow scouting for it, but it's gonna stun here, that creep. So in the end, the Rax is still up, and it's the important Rax, it's the melee Rax, so they lost a lot there. And to be honest, it came all down. I have to say, this was an amazing play by Relax, because whenever he wanted to use Ravage, he was silenced by the Orchid, and whenever he couldn't Ravage, or no, the other way around, whenever he could Ravage, there was a BKB up or the Moonlight Shadow or anything else. So this was perfect play by Relax. It was all about the Ravage. But now here in the mid, actually we have to go on the Storm, but yeah, he has decent mana. He can just zap away and that's it.
Yeah, and once he gets his BKB as well, the Ravage will become even less effective, and the window of Tidehunter's effectiveness is closing a little bit, and they really need to get this Morphling jacked, basically, at this point for more physical damage, because he's pretty much their entire physical damage, other than, I guess, Walrus Punch is a little bit extra as well, but that's obviously not reliable, it's on a cooldown, so no consistent right-clicks other than Morphling, and so far, looks like he's working on a Yasha with that Blade of Alacrity, I would imagine, so not going Ethereal Blade just yet. Actually going to get gone on, but he replicates out, so he doesn't really care that much, but...
Like this Wisp, look at this Wisp, he's pulling like a super long, like this tether, it's funny, you know, when Wisp uses the tether on pretty much maximum range, oh my god, they just saw that something broke the ice shards here, so there's the vacuum here. Do they have vision? Yes, they have vision on the... This was the most lucky RNGesus ice shards ever. Like, he just did it to scout out, and then he saw like, oh wait, my ice shards just broke. There must be someone there invisible. So they went out for the bounty hunter, getting that easy kill, and this is the opening they need to get Roshan. Roshan being super slow. I mean, not just super slow, super duper slow, because untouchable plus the frozen sigil. So this Roshan is probably gonna get like 2 hits or 3 at max out. And yeah, the question is, Relax, do they want to do anything against it? Doesn't seem like it. They're just interested in the tier 1 tower. Maybe that illusion of the Tusk getting the deny? No, it does not. The arrow was scouting for it as well, but yeah. Tier 1 going down for Roshan. Still a better trade for Sqreens Squad here.
Yep, and well, the melee Rax has regen quite a bit, but we'll have to see. They really... If they don't get this Rax with that Aegis, they are going to be in a bit of a tougher time than they imagined with the start that they had. Once again, I mean, off to a great start, and then just can't go high ground and finish the game off. And well, let's see if the Blink Ravage is a bit more effective this maybe, but as I say that BKB is done on Storm Spirit. 10-second BKB for him in this fight will be...
Yes, and Mirana's BKB is also on 9 seconds, so they have 2 long BKBs, so the only thing they can do is like ravaging like 3 targets. It's the IO which comes out, or which gets away pretty easily with a tether. Then we have the Shadow Demon who can just disrupt himself, and well, the Bounty Hunter so far anyways just staying in the background, making sure that whatever they kill is tracked up, so they get the track gold. This is looking really bad for the Tidehunter. I think they kind of missed the point where the Ravage is of value, but now an arrow here on the Morphling doing a lot of damage.
Launch Punch trying to clean up the Wisp, but not quite. BKB from Source here just zips right in. Looking to take this Tusk out immediately. Ravage will fly. Doesn't hit on anything, I don't think. Maybe one hero, but not much. Adaptive Strike does finish off the Tusk, but not the Shadow Demon, but can actually finish anything off here. Tidehunter falling quite low as well, and let's see if they start smacking away in the Rax. The Glyph is still standing. 4 heroes alive for Relax still, so not really able to do quite anything yet, and Morphling getting a little bit aggressive here. He just almost burned out, not quite yet, but Storm is, oh my, he's trying to find him, but really, really long zip, not quite able to get him. Can they get the Vortex to cancel the TP? Lincoln's, and they actually will manage to turn off the Aegis, and that is a huge find. If they can kill him a second time, that's huge. Oh, the arrow actually hit a creep, I guess, and well, leap into trees, and oh, there's a silence though, so no more for you, sir. And well, what? That was a bit weird. Oh, the vacuum was maybe gonna save him, but no, not quite. And a track kill on the Morphling. Rax still standing, and I mean, just as I feared, if they can't use that Aegis and turn it into Rax.
And all of it has been level 2 track, so we talk about 100 gold for your allies, for everyone.
Don't even want to look at the gold graph right now.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good climb back up. Yeah, Relax is showing that playing from behind, they don't care. Yeah. They can do it.
This is the experience that comes with teams that play for a long time together, and Relax is one of those. Like, as I said, they've been feeding away a lot in the first couple of fights, but now with the core items like BKB coming out, they just know they have this like against the Ravage, and that's the biggest problem. Actually, they tried to scout out here Bounty Hunter, and this time it doesn't work with the Ice Shards. It's too bad there's still no gem up. Actually, there is a gem up now, but Storm Spirit is coming in. The Orchid is already on Big Gnome, and the arrow is flying in. It's gonna stun the Enchantress. So Big Gnome still trying to run, but with Storm Spirit BKB'd up, and now the Mirana doing the same thing. They have to retreat. Look at this. Like, they just have to go back. There's
the snowball.
Look at it. It's like the lowest range. Oh, and he's just finding himself in a remnant. But look at the power of the BKBs. Like, this was pretty much a 4 versus 1 for well-timed there. And all they do is like, okay, I pop BKB, they can't do anything because everything they have is pretty much scaling with BKB. The only dangerous part is, of course, if those BKBs run pretty low. I mean, we have 8 seconds now on the Storm Spirits, we should have 7 on Mirana. If Sqreens can hold this a bit, get those BKBs down to 4 seconds, maybe there's a chance. I mean, Ravage is now getting ready here for the high ground defense, but oh god, a new Dagon coming out on the Bounty Hunter. This is level 5 Dagon. Bye bye Enchantress, I say.
Yeah, pretty much. She gets Shuriken Dagon, she's kind of just dead, but
and she's changing her PTs to int. So she has like 777, nice number by the way, HP. This is really bad.
They're gonna
Arrow
hit
actually
on the
hitting
Tusk.
me.
We'll actually go on this. I don't think that's a good idea. Blink Ravage only catches out the 2 heroes. Moonlight Shadow gonna fly to try and actually help save these heroes. Disruption as well. Can he actually find his way out of this? No way in hell. So
and
he'll
look
go
at
down.
The Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is stuck here, but they don't see him because he's on high ground behind the trees. How did he get there?
I have no idea.
No, I think he got pushed by something. It can only be. Oh my god.
Oh.
He's like a turret there being on the high ground, and now
they know he's there.
Yeah.
They're gonna try and find him out, but here's just a Tusk. Does he have a punch? Yes, he does. Wait for him to finish off the Bounty Hunter, but here comes the Storm Spirit and the Mirana doing just there's really no way to deal with these guys right now, but Storm Spirit taking a lot of damage, actually needs to back off. That Morphling actually finally doing some DPS. And well, Tyner actually finds the Storm Spirit and continues that dominating streak. Can he get out of here? Waller's Punch on cooldown, so yeah, TP out will work. And
yep.
That's a nice little turnaround.
Back. I mean, Relax found their way back, but like now feeding a Storm Spirit, the Bounty Hunter, etc. I don't know. I guess, of course, they still have the advantage of the track gold and everything because Mirana was again there, getting all the gold, and I still wonder how the Bounty Hunter got up there. I can just imagine this was Morphling pushing him up with Adaptive Strike or something.
Must have been.
Or Ice Shards.
Don't know what else would do that.
Sometimes you end up on the Ice Shards on the other side, actually pushing you like a couple units forth or back. So maybe it was the Ice Shard. Either way, he ended up there. I have no idea how. It worked out for 1 kill, for 1 nice track kill as well. But like in the end, he had to pay with his life there, and Storm followed him directly.
Yeah, they saw he was there to like, I guess we'll try to make something out of this, but at the end of the day, it was a bit of a mistake at the end. So, well, I mean, Mirana actually has a Mjolnir done, so her DPS should increase a bit. She is a little underwhelming so far in the DPS department, but 1 more item should help out quite a bit here, because she was forced to go for that BKB early, obviously, so that delayed the damage quite a bit. Storm Spirit would love some as well, but he has 2.4k gold, so he'll get jacked here pretty soon as well.
Our Twitch chat is just going nuts there. Like, some of them write something about Dread, Go Stream Sebal, and the other ones, what? Muy Saravidili Ertot. Oh my god. Like, they're spamming so fast I can't even read my Cyrillic there.
Every Relax game is pretty much, there's always a legion of copy-paste for Dread Go Streams Eyeball pretty much every time. It's the good stuff, but yep, and well, I'm trying to think about how this game is still shaping up. I mean, this Rack's still standing bottom. I mean, they want this so bad, but I think both teams will kind of need an Aegis to really go high ground. Aegis on Storm's fantastic. Aegis on Morphling is also something that Screen Squad wants pretty damn badly, but I also need to get a little bit more farm in this Morphling. He's going for a Mantis style. Has the ultimate orb if he wants to buy it, but obviously saving for his buyback, so he's getting pretty close to that.
And look at the smoke. The smoke actually might find something, because there's Wisp around, as well as the Courier and Storm. I mean, both very mobile targets, but I think they're gonna find Wisp. That poor Wisp. Maybe the tether to the Storm will save him, but also give the position away. Now Wisp is definitely going
Storm's
down.
Like, come on, man.
Yeah,
don't tell them where I am.
Help me, Storm! But like, Storm is not in the mood to help. Actually, now he's going super top, and like, oh, I don't know, chasing him is a lot of effort. So at the moment he's there, but I guess they assume he just TP'd out. What? Yep. The chicken? Chicken. Is safe.
It's fine. Yeah, the Wisp kill, not the most important one. When they smoked, they probably wanted a bigger hero, but the Mirana and Bounty Hunter were both top. Obviously, Crazy made his way into the trees, and yeah, Shot even doesn't matter that much really either, so they find a kill at least with the smoke, and they're going to try and push the slow ground in. Well, they do have a glyph, but just like this Naked Barracks, once again, just on its own, and got some TPs back to try and defend this. We'll see how successful they can be once again. But nope, Morphling leaves, so I guess they aren't going to do that.
But he got an illusion of Enchantress there, so he could go back bottom. But I actually thought, I was kind of surprised that the Mirana is going back there, because like in the past couple of pushes where Screen Squad tried to go high ground versus Relax, they left at least 1 or 2 people like still pushing. Remember, because they actually traded the tier 3 tower and the range racks for the tier 2 tower, top, etc., as well as mid. So they lost 2 tier 2 towers for the racks still standing. That's why I liked what the Relax did there. Now actually they go for Roshan, but this Roshan is not going that well for sure, because they don't have enough damage to bring him down. Roshan on 60%, and there's a 5-man gank train with a smoke. Now smoke is getting revealed. They know there is something.
Bear shows him.
Oh god.
Well, they're still hitting it. Oh, the Dagon almost doing it. The Ravage only gonna catch 2 heroes. They can kill Mirana really quickly, though. That's a huge kill, and yeah, they do find her right off the bat.
A disaster.
Oh, that was
a disaster.
That was a really nice Ravage.
This is a real disaster.
Yep. And well, Shadow Demon looks like he might make it out okay. Shard's chasing, not gonna quite find him, and well, that Shard's once again getting in the way a little bit, but. Looking at buybacks, Mirana is the most important hero, and she does have buyback if they need to use it. Bounty Hunter already goes for the buyback, and well, Storm's still just chilling out near Roche.
Yeah, Storm is going for the big plays here. He wants to snatch that Aegis. I can smell it. I can smell it. Go do it. Like, we already saw 1 snatch of the puck last game, and let's see if we're gonna see it again. Like, Roshan, super slow, and Storm, get ready. Oh, he actually managed it! He managed to snatch it, and now he's just gone. Problem is, he has oh wait, he has the cheese as well. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
Are you kidding me?
What a play.
And the Wisp relocate, trying to get them out there. Like 3, 2, 1, and Storm is out of there. He has the Aegis, he has the cheese, and Screen Squad, they're looking at a very devastating and embarrassing moment of their life.
Yeah, the fight went well. The Ravage, it only caught a couple of heroes, but it gave Darkseid the time to actually find the Mirana with the Vac wall and just kill her immediately right off the bat. So, a really nice start, but I mean, you gotta know that Storm was gonna try for that and maybe scout out a little bit better, see where he's gonna come from, or at least be a bit quicker clicking that Aegis. But well, you gotta expect that. They knew he was alive. You just have to be a bit more aware of the
but
ability.
Both items. I mean, that you get either the cheese or the Aegis, but he snatched both. Like, it would have been so hilarious if he actually got the Roshan kill as well as Aegis and cheese. That would have been like the triple lol. But yeah, I mean, at least the Roshan is going in direction of Screen Squad, so... Oh, well, what a snatch.
Yep, well, he's being pretty greedy, not giving the cheese to anybody else, even though he has the Aegis, so... What a greedy son of a gun. But, well, he's going for the zip, and he doesn't care anymore. He's got cheese, he's got Aegis. It's like, well, time to fight, boys. So he goes right on in, trying to find the Tusker right off the bat. Vacuum, no wall, but there's the wall now, but a little bit late. Actually, maybe he did clip the Wisp, but he goes down here regardless. Yep. Storm actually on the run. Can he pop the cheese and then zip out? So he still got Aegis, but goes through the wall. So
say cheese.
And well, Tuskor will buy back. Wisp goes down yet again. Poor guy, just no chance to live in these fights really. But
well,
let's see how aggressive they want to get. Ty's working on a refresher now. Has the Perseverance and can buy the Oblivion Staff, so he's getting decently close, but we'll need to find a bit more farm. Melee Rex taking some shots, and they may need to pop that Glyph here in a second if they want to actually try and defend this, but... Oh, here comes the Storm. And, well, can they actually defend this Rex long enough? Necroman taking a lot of shots here, and he will actually go down.
He doesn't use the Ravage. He does not use the Ravage.
There it is. It does fly now. It does burn the Aegis, but can they actually... Without Morphling, they don't really have a way to kill off this Rax reliably. They don't have the damage, and, well, Tuskar does ball in, finds the kill on the Bounty Hunter, but he's going to go down for the trouble as well. And on the backside, Storm Spirit finding out the Darks here with help of the Shadow Demon, and, well, Tuskar goes down as well. Morphling does have buyback, but...
I don't understand. I just don't understand. He's been so nice with that Ravage at the Roche Pit, like, actually bringing... I don't know, bringing Relax in a really awkward position, but he held back. He wasn't silenced because the Orchid went on someone else, and he could have just Ravaged there and saved the Morphling from dying pretty much. And yeah, well, the Wisp bringing now the Mirana here directly in front of the Rex. So they're banging their heads against this damn Melee Rex, which is just healing up now, and instead Mirana is gonna take at least one Rex, maybe. Okay, the Morphling is back in like 10 seconds.
They don't have left for a couple of seconds here. They can pop it in 1 second and try and save this Rex, and they will. Arrow's actually going to hit onto the Enchantress. Can she actually finish this kill off? Doesn't look like it. And, oh my god, so close to getting this right. She's going to BKB and just go for it. Oh, no, I think she...
Not enough commitment. And this BKB is now down to 4. This is a 4 seconds BKB, so this is exactly what I said. So in the end, both teams don't lose racks, but still, I mean, there was a small and a bit smaller disaster. It started with Roshan, a Storm Spirit snatching your Aegis and your Cheese, and banging your head against this melee racks on the Radiant side, getting a team wipe, and I don't know, this Ravage I think might have broken them the neck there, and well, let's see how it goes. I mean, so far all the racks are up, might go either way.
Yep, and with how low these BKBs are now, like you pointed out, Storm Spirits is down to 6 as well. If Tide wants to just kind of wait out for the Ravage until these heroes have their BKBs off, he can afford to do that now more so than before. So Ravage might play a bit more of a factor coming into this, but looking at Morphling's farm as well, well, he did die there, so he actually lost a fair bit of gold, working towards that Manta style, but also wants buyback like we said, so he hasn't gotten a new item in quite some time. He actually does have the BKB, but that doesn't help him with the damage so much, and it's not really keeping him alive too well either, so...
Yep, absolutely.
Not sure about this BKB pickup, but...
We have to look at the crafts as well, and look at this roller coaster of crafts. Like, XP, it's still so close, guys. We are looking at a 43 minutes game, and it's just going up and down, like SS had like 5,000, now it's 5,000 for Relax, before they were already at 5,000. This is a roller coaster graph, and look at the gold, it's pretty much the same, and only having a 5,000 advantage in a 44 minutes game, this is not much at all, not even close.
So yeah, it's quite small, and
yeah.
I mean, both these team fighting teams are just so... Ravage can make things just go either way.
But Mirana? This is just a 4 seconds BKB. The Snowball actually not stunning, but the Walrus Punch, well, keeping her in place. The Sigil is there, but they won't get it down, so they will retreat back to base and defend it. I think they should do exactly the same what Relax did, just fighting on the high ground, forcing them in. But yeah, I don't think they want to. They go aggressive.
Yeah, they're gonna push this lane out. I mean, it's really hard to initiate in a Ravage unless the Stormer finds that silence, and even if he does, chances are they may not even be able to finish that kill off, and he's up top lane anyway by himself, just getting a little bit of split push on, but...
Oh, but look top. The Storm Spirit with the Hex, as well as, of course, the Bounty Hunter. There's the level 5 Dagon on Bignum. They just get him down. I mean, there was a lot of damage here on the Storm Spirit, but they're all still living, and that Bounty Hunter, they have no vision. They have no goddamn vision, and he's actually surviving. Or does he? Enchantress? Oh. Yeah, Enchantress is the one who has the gem, and that gave nice vision here for the Morphling. Just Adaptive Strike, and that was enough.
Yeah, and the Adaptive Strike even, I would say it helped save that Darkseer too. I think without that Adaptive in the top lane, that Darkseer ends up being pretty much dead, so nicely played by the Morphling, finding the kill and saving his teammate at the same time.
Yep.
So
I don't understand. I mean, the Storm Spirit had his BKB, but he was holding on to it. They thought, okay, we get the Bignum kill, and then we just sub out and Shadow Walk for... for the Bounty Hunter, but he was holding back on the BKB there, so I think he got the Vacuum was coming, as well as the Adaptive Strike, everything delaying the entire right clicks a bit, and with that, Bignum actually surviving, Bounty Hunter going down, so yeah, nice trade for Screen Squad. In fact, they keep, I don't know, holding the vicinity of their base safe so far.
Yep, and I mean, oh god, well, looking at if there's a fight, I don't know. The buyback stat is definitely in favor of Relax right now, so if a big fight does go down, they would probably favor in that, or at least have a better chance. But like going high ground for Screen Squad would be really hard right now against those buybacks, but no, these naked racks is still standing. It's just going to come down to one really big fight and see who can actually like finish the other team off, because so far just the only definitive fights have been...
And there's actually a go. The Tusk tried to find something with the Ice Shards, but it went actually between the Wisp and the Mirana there at the same time. So he also had his Walrus Punch fist already lifted, but he wasn't even close to get something in there. I guess with the Walrus Punch hitting, that might have been enough on the Wisp with the following Adaptive Strike, but we also don't have a shotgun. To be honest, I don't like that we don't have a shotgun here. I mean, he wants to go for the super hard build. I mean, he has now the BKB, 8 seconds down, the Manta, of course, as well as the Lincoln Sphere. I don't know, what do you think? I have Skadi or shotgun?
The shotgun damage would certainly be nice. Skadi makes him a bit more survivable, and I feel like they'll find a way to kill him irregardless. He already has 2/3 defensive items if you count the Manta, so... I don't know. Scotty is pretty good, but the burst would be pretty nice as well. I think shotgun's a little bit better here.
Well, the good thing is about Scotty, it helps, of course, against right clicks and, of course, the movement speed as well as it goes through BKB. Plus, it's, of course, a nice stat giver, which gives, of course, Morphling the opportunity to morph even more into his desired stat. But then again, the shotgun would be nice because we talked about the BKBs a lot already, and like, as I said, Storm Spirit down to 6 seconds, Mirana down to 4 seconds. There's no other BKB whatsoever coming out in the team. That means Shadow Demon, Bounty Hunter, Wisp, and the Mirana after her 4 seconds BKB, they would be always vulnerable to a shotgun.
And the fights that Sqreens Squad have been winning are ones where they find quick kills right off the bat, and there's very few items as good as that. I mean, other than like the F-Blade shotgun is just absolutely ridiculous, and if they can find a kill or two right off the bat on an important hero like Mirana and Storm Spirit, would be pretty hard to kill off with it unless you caught them completely off guard. The BKB is certainly helping with that, but finding someone like the Bounty Hunter right off the bat, or maybe the Shadow Demon, who's been quite effective as well, just getting that kill right off the bat.
Oh, there's an arrow flying, and Morphling. Oh, Morphling. This is a 5 seconds or at least 4 seconds arrow. At the same time, we have a go here on the top lane. A super huge snowball is flying, but there's nothing else but just a track coming out. Bignum actually looking for something, but I don't think you want to go there, Bignum. That might be a mistake. Or is it? Oh, he's going for the Wisp. There's an arrow flying and another nice hit. But now the entire team is just following up. But there's 2 heroes also in the background, but they don't want to go for anything. Now they actually see the Shadow Demon. Oh my god, Shadow Demon. His Blink Dagger is on cooldown. That might be a big mistake. 4-staffing out and the snowball. You can't run from snow apparently. And now, is that enough? The gem is there, so they see both of them, but no one else is coming in. But with all the slows, impetus damage, the Bounty Hunter is just melting. Another set of ice shards is looking for the Shadow Demon, but at the same time, bottom lane. Oh my god, Tide Hunter. First the Hex, then the Orchid, and BKB used by the Storm Spirit. Now Morphling actually coming in, but doing so much damage already. And now the question is, does he want to go for more? It looks like it, but yeah, he's just morphing out. Where did he end up? Yeah, somewhere in the other lane. And the funny part is the Tusk just went down to a solo Shadow Demon. In the end, Relax capitalizing here on it because they can do damage on a tier 2 tower, but Bignum is still there. Yeah, that as well. But the tower is going down, and look at this Mirana. It's going super aggressive. Ice shards. Actually, they hit the Storm Spirit, but yeah, both of them either can leap or sap out of it.
And if they caught Titan in his inventory, they probably know that he doesn't have buyback,
Oh,
but he does have a refresher now.
It hits on Tusk. That Tusker. He just bought back.
Oh my god, what did you... that was not a...
This was a throw, big time. And there's another relocate. Do they get a stun on the Enchantress? No. Enchantress is out, and they call GG. They actually called GG here. I don't know why they fed this away, and I did not have the feeling that this game is over, to be honest. Now that all the BKBs are down, they didn't wait for a fight with Ravage whatsoever. In my opinion, a too early GG, and this Tusker and Bignum here on the Darkseer just feeding away instead of waiting on the high ground defending. I think that was a huge mistake.
Yeah, and the experience from Relax just showing in this game, and in the last game as well. I mean, they were behind in this game, I would say, even a little bit more than the last one. It's kind of hard to say with how different the lineups were, but definitely behind, and they just find their way back each and every time. Storm Spirit played pretty damn well, so nicely done to Crazy there. And yeah, I don't know. Not a whole lot more to say, and like you said, the Morphling just had no damage really to clean the kills up, and they just weren't able to finish anything off. And the Tidehunter Ravages, we discussed that through and through. He just wasn't there a couple of times.
Absolutely. Anyway, guys, I thank you for tuning in. On Heflatv 2, we are pretty much, we're not completely done for today, but this best of 3 goes towards Relax. They take it with a 2-0 score. We are coming back here on Heflatv 2 at 21 CET, where we have, say it, TCN versus Goomba, German team versus a Romanian team. And on Heflatv 1, I think the best of 3 is still going, Power Rangers versus Stream Team, so just go there on Heflatv 1, enjoy our casters there. It was always, of course, nice with you guys, so see ya then later for the games. My name is Heflatv, and casting with me was Kylie, aka Horatio. Visit, of course, as the casters as well on Twitter, or the Heflatv Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, everything. If you missed the games or you want to share it with friends, there's always YouTube. The VODs will be uploaded pretty much an hour after you saw the game, and then you can, yeah, just share it with your friends, post it on any site, forum, whatsoever. We always appreciate that. it will be there for you. Anyway, thank you.